decides to move around this way, then I can move around this way and force him to pull back. And I spot his proxy pylon right here because I think I saw a probe move down here with this watchtower. His observer's right here just to spot to see if I have control of that Zonaga watchtower so that he could find out whether or not it's safe to move out. And I moved the Zergling up there. I noticed that there's no army, but there's a single immortal there, so I decided to go up here, pick off that immortal, try to pick up off that pylon, and then pull back right away. The thing is, in Starcraft II, Zerg is a fairly, well, I wouldn't want to say weak, but the units are really fragile, so you have to utilize some mobility to the max. And you have to make sure that your army doesn't get caught off guard. Like, you always have to keep an eye on your army. Like, if he pushes in, and if I don't keep watch, then I'll basically lose my entire army. And right here, I try to go in for a surround, and I should have made, well, actually no, this is pretty fine. So I end up pushing back his army. The Zerglings help out substantially, and right here I should have pulled back as soon as he started to retreat behind his pylon. So I end up losing all of my Zerglings. Although I do kill a lot of his units too. So right now I'm just retreating. He is getting his expansion finally. After saving up all those resources, and I'm getting up mine also. And right now I'm in a situation where I'm not sure whether or not I should drone, because I'm not sure if he had gotten his expansion yet, or if he's still focusing on producing army. But he was constantly producing probes earlier, so this push will still be dangerous. He'll still be able to reinforce fairly fast. I didn't make a queen right off the bat, which is what I should have been doing. The thing is, whenever you get a hatchery, it's kind of like an orbital command. You should always get a queen early on. You should always get a queen early on for that. It's just like the orbital command upgrade. Or just get a queen earlier so that as soon as this pops up, you can move over. And my queen has a lot of energy right now. I should have been doing the creep tumor spread, and yeah. So these are basically the things that you should be doing when you're watching and analyzing a replay. Just think of the things that you could have done better and stuff. No matter whether or not if you won or lost, you should always be analyzing your replays. And right here, I'm trying to catch off all of his immortals. I managed to catch off all three. I tried to surround that single immortal with my Zerglings to try to change its path a little bit so that it'll be more fragile and easier to kill. So right now, I am not really droning. I tech switched to Hydralisk, and my drone count is very, very low. If we take a look at the income tab, his doubles mine. So every single second that we spend without me droning, he's going to be substantially ahead. So I'm in quite a bind right now, and the thing is, my game sense in PvZ is really weak. Like even though I play Protoss, I can't really calculate how much army he should have at any moment in time based off of my army, because that's what I usually do. I usually compare what they have with what I have, and that's the easiest way to tell where your enemy is in terms of the economy and army size. And right now my army size has been just about even with his, so I'm thinking that we're even right now, but then his income is just so far ahead of mine. And right now I'm droning up. Not droning up quite enough yet. And check out this proxy pylon. He's building up a very substantial army, a very scary looking army. He's also teching up to Templar Archives. As soon as this Templar Archives hits, I'm just gonna have tons and tons of trouble fending off this push. So I run in, and my initial thought was that he probably has an expansion and his army size isn't that large. But as soon as I go in, I'm like, what the hell? He has an expansion and a large army? So right now I'm just like, oh crap, I need to get Hydralisk, I need to get Hydralisk, I need to get Hydralisks out. And I'm getting the range upgrade off of my Hydralisk just to like try to defend against this push. My Zerglings are here. I could see all of these army moving out right here, but unfortunately I don't watch my Zerglings, so I end up losing all of them. The thing is with the Zerg army is that in small numbers they are incredibly weak, but as soon as they start accumulating, the strength just starts multiplying against each other in terms of number. And right now I have a couple of a good sized army, but I have no lings right now to fend off the front lines. And right now what I'm trying to do is go up here to try to hit this army, but then he's moving over to the side. So I saw a stalker hit my Hydralisk earlier, so that I knew that there was an observer up there, so I couldn't do anything about it. And right here he force boots, but arguably it didn't really do anything. It just made one Hydralisk ineffective. But then his army size is a lot larger than mine, and I need to pull this back and gather up some more forces. But his expansion's up and running, and his economy is not harassed at all. And as soon as I lose his hatchery, it's going to be pretty much game, which I do lose eventually right there. I'm making a lot of Hydralisks. My drone. Wait, I'm not sure what happened to his probe count. Why is he? Oh, right, he mined out right here. Okay, so economy leveled out a little bit. If I were to, if I still had that expansion, I would have stood a chance, but I wasn't able to defend it at all. So he is on his second base. He has no third base, but my single base right here is about to run out. So we are somewhat on even terms right here. I should have cancelled this and just made a hatchery right there, but his army's gonna push in right here, and gonna have to pull back. I was really afraid of a force field right here. If there was, oh, there was a force field. Okay, I should put these Hydralisks back up here, and if those Hydralisks have been with this force of Hydralisks right here, I would have stood a chance. Or if those Hydralisks have been down here, this army may have fallen. Actually, it probably would have fallen. So I made a lot of mistakes this game. I pulled off all these drones, hoping to defend this, and right now I was just getting ready to call it GG. But fortunately, somehow I managed to do a lot of damage with my drones on Hydralisk. Drones actually do a lot more DPS than I thought. 5 damage, 1.5 speed. Hydralisk 12 damage, 0.83 speed. I managed to kill everything. Then it doesn't really matter because like he has a second base up and running. It's fully saturated. It's oversaturated actually, and my first base is oversaturated too. But then like I don't have an expansion to really do anything. So the main turning point was well, a couple major turning points here was that my roach push right here, it didn't work. I missed the timing on that. And I lost like half of my Hydralisk forces right here. If I didn't, if half my Hydralisk force right here was combined with this, then I should have been able to defend from that push. And also another thing before that was I lost my expansion. If my expansion was saved, or if my Hydralisks were together, then I probably would have still stood a chance. But he does have storm upgrades coming along, so I'm not quite sure if I would have stood a chance against that. So right now he's pushing in, and I'm trying to make another attempt to prevent this from going. And right now I noticed that he does not have the amulet upgrade, so I'm pretty safe. He makes an Archon. As soon as he made that Archon, I was like, oh good, I can still live for a little bit longer because he's not using Storm. So yeah, drones, whenever you're in a bind, just don't be afraid to pull off your drones. Just make sure that you're not pulling off your drones while you have no army, because if you pull off your drones without any army, then your drones are just going to die. Because the thing is, the priority of the units, when they're attacking, they hit the offensive units first. Even though drones are on the offensive, they're not considered offensive units because they're more prioritized to being the minor unit. So actually that was kind of punny. Minor. They're not the major units, but they're the minor units. So anyways, I tried to desperately get up this hatchery, just hoping that like I didn't quite see the expansion up earlier. Wait, did I see it? Yeah, I didn't quite see it earlier, so I was hoping that he wouldn't have it, but obviously he does, because he could replenish his army so fast. End up canceling my hatchery because I saw it was coming. Made a lot more Zerglings, and this is pretty much the end. So Just remember that whenever you watch and analyze a replay, these are the things you should be doing. He did a very smart thing here. He put back into a corner so I can get us around. I couldn't get the largest area damage. Couldn't get the largest surface area. This Protoss player, he is pretty okay actually. My criticism of him was that he didn't expand earlier. His choice of tech was good. His army composition was fairly good. He got charged. What I would have gotten was a blink. Like I'm a big fan of blink when it comes to Protoss play, and I would have went in here, tried to blink up here, do some drone harass, and then just blink out because there's plenty of spaces to blink out of. There's like this entire ridge right here. You could even blink out right here. You can't blink out over here, but then like that's like you have half the base, half the edge of the area of the base for an escape route. So blink is fairly good on Lost Temple. So hope you guys enjoyed that. Oh, and another thing, I believe you could blink from here over here with an observer. It's I'm not sure. Yeah. You need an observer to blink over there. I believe you could do that. Of course, you could also blink from here to here to here. That's if he were to have spawned right here. But if he chosen to move around here so that he could blink in without me noticing, he could have definitely done that too. So hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope you guys, all of you guys that are watching, will eventually play Starcraft II. I'll see you guys next time.